हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, इन अ प्रीवियस वीडियो हमने कवर अप किया था चैप्टर नंबर 1 बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स इन इकोनॉमिक्स का इंट्रोडक्शन, मीनिंग ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एंड कौटिल्याज व्यूज ऑन इकोनॉमिक्स वी हैव कवर्ड अप। आज हम इस वीडियो लेक्चर में डेफिनेशंस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स गिवन बाय डिफरेंट इकोनॉमिस्ट वी विल स्टडी डीपली। So here we go with the definition given by Adam Smith. Adam Smith's wealth-oriented definition. He has given stress on the wealth, that the economy is a wealth-oriented activity. Okay, so here he is a classical means traditional economist. Adam Smith is also known as father of economics. He is regarded as father of economics as he has given his contribution to the economics. A lot of contribution he has given. He has given many literary contributions. He also famous for his 1776 piece of work. It's a special studies he did on a special studies published named as an inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nations. Here Adam Smith defines economy as a science of wealth. According to him, it is not only but it is a science of wealth. He means that it is the accumulation of wealth. It is a science of wealth, how you manage it, how you accumulate it. Okay, so now with these key points of Adam Smith's definition, what are the key points? He says that it should be laissez-faire. That means it means that without any intervention, a non-intervention of government, means there should not be any intervention, means interference of the government. Government should allow private business. Who means Adam Smith, classical economist Adam Smith का कहना है कि government should promote private businesses. Government should not interfere in private businesses so that the wealth can get accumulated more and more. He said that capital and wealth, his definition says that capital and wealth accumulation, he gave more stress on the wealth accumulation, and nature's law in economic affairs, that how nature contributes in the economic related matters, how it is important, how nature plays an important role, and division of labor as an aspect of growth theory, that how the work should be divided, a division should be made in the labor so that it will contribute in the growth of theory. So these are his key points. Whose key points? Adam Smith's, regarding the definition he has given, wealth oriented. So these are the key points. Now here in the do you know, you have to study do you know as well. Okay, Paul Romer and William Northodos have won Nobel Memorial Prize. They have got Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics for 2018. Means in 2018, the year 2018, economist Paul Romer and William, these are the modern economists. Okay, William Northodos have won Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics. Now Paul Romer tends to be described as a growth theorist. Means he has given stress to the growth theories, how the growth and development can be done through economics. And Mr. Nordas has remarkably contributed to the field of environmental economics. He has given his contribution, his remarkable contribution, important contribution for the environmental economics. So both of them are awarded with the Nobel Memorial Prize in the year 2018. Now you have to find out this, that other Nobel Prize winners in economics. You have to make the list of the economists, those who all have got the Nobel Prize winners in economics. Now coming to the next, second economist who has given the definition of economics. Here the Professor Alfred Marshall, he has given welfare oriented. He has not only given the wealth is needed, but it should be welfare oriented. He gave that he is a neoclassical economist. Neoclassical means new revival economist, classical economist. His Alfred Marshall, he says that in his book Principles of Economics, which was published in 1890, a welfare oriented definition he has given. One minute. Now, his definition states, what does its definition mean? What it tells us, that economy is a study of mankind. It is not only the wealth oriented. How the Adam Smith said that it is a wealth oriented. Here, Alfred Marshall, Professor Alfred Marshall says that it is not only the wealth oriented, it is a welfare oriented. It is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It's even it is a study of individual person, individual man, ordinary person in the life. It examines that part of individual and social action. The economy, he means that it studies, it examines. What does it examines? The contribution of an individual and social action, which is closely connected with the attainment and use of material. How a person come across the nature, come across the resources, materials, and how he make the use of it for the well-being, of the society and for well-being of himself. He has given the definition. Now, key points of Marshall's definition, what he means to say, what are the key points? Major key points are study of an ordinary man. He says that it is a study of ordinary, simple, every ordinary man. Economics is a behavioral science. He means to say that it is a behavioral science. It depends on the behavior of a person, behavioral science. Then study of material welfare, that you make the optimum use of resources. Optimum use means you are making the maximum use of resources without wasting it. That means it is a welfare oriented concept, that optimum use should be done, but there should not be wastage, or wastage should be avoided. Now, economics is not simply a study of wealth. ये खाली wealth के बारे में study है, ऐसा नहीं है. Who says this? Alfred Marshall says that it is not only the study of wealth, but as well it is the study of welfare of the society, of the mankind, welfare of the mankind. So this is how a definition given by Adam Smith and Marshall, Professor Alfred Marshall, both means different. Now coming to the third one, here Lionel Robbins, he gives the definition based on scarcity oriented. He says that it is this definition of economics is scarcity oriented. That means this is the most popular definition of economics, I can say. Even the book is saying most popular. How most popular? See, he was Robbins, in his book entitled, the book name, An Essay on Nature and Significance of Economic Science, which was published in 1932, mentions about the scarcity oriented definition of economics. In his book, the name of the book is An Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science, which was published in 1932. In that book, he has given the definition of economics, which is based on scarcity oriented. Now here, economics is a science. Yes, it is a science. All are saying it is a science. Some saying social science. Here, which studies human behavior. Which studies what? Human behavior. It's a science and which studies human behavior as a relationship between, relationship between ends and scares. Ends matlab last point, ending point. Okay, target. And the scarce means which have alternative uses. Here this means scarce means resources are scarce, resources are limited, rare resources, and those resources have their alternative uses. It is the relationship between the ends and the scarce, means the satisfaction, and the scarce means which have the alternative uses. Means to fulfill the wants. Here ends, he mean to say the wants and the scarce means of resources which are available. Here alternative uses means I can give you an example. मैं आपको एक example दे सकती हूँ कि just take an example of money, पैसा, ठीक है. Now this money have alternative uses. ये money आप shopping करने के लिए use कर सकते हो, कपड़ा खरीदने के लिए, clothes shopping के लिए use कर सकते हो. You can use this money for agriculture. The same money can be utilized. The alternative use of the same money can be, it can be for the building, for a construction. It can be used for buying other resources. So it is having alternative uses. So it depends. It is as per Robbins. It is a science which studies the human behavior. It depends on the person to person. Human behavior as a relationship between that how he utilizes the resources to fulfill his wants, unlimited wants. It depends on that. So here the key points of Robbins definitions are given, which are the first one is wants means ends are unlimited. We all know that our wants are unlimited. So to fulfill our wants, we always keep the wants on the hierarchy. Hierarchy means the topmost important need will be fulfilled first. The basic topmost will be fulfilled first. Then the second will come, the less topper. Then below that, the least important things. This way, this is called hierarchy. The most important will be kept on the top while fulfilling the wants. Now, means are comparatively limited. Obviously, means are comparatively limited if we take as a household also, as a particular individual person also. If suppose you get your pocket money, in that month your friend's birthday comes, you have to give your friends, then you have your other desires to buy things. So you have to think, you have to plan out. The means are scarce, but your wants are more, your wants are unlimited. So you have to accordingly, you have to keep the things in hierarchy, and then you have to keep on fulfilling one by one your wants. Now, third, wants are gradable on the basis of priority. See, I already used the word hierarchy, that wants are gradable on the basis of priority. Which want should be given the priority, which want should be kept in the hierarchy. Okay, kept on the first topmost important list in the list, that this is the topmost. First I have to fulfill this want, then I will go for the other wants. Okay, so this way. And the means have alternative uses. Already I have given the example of money, that you have limited money, you have a money and you can make the alternative use of money. Either you can buy clothes with this, or you can put in some business. Means it depends. I just gave an example that the means have alternative uses. So it depends on person to person. It depends on the human behavior as a relationship between ends and scare, means which have alternative uses. Now coming to the, do you know, यहाँ पे कुछ लिस्ट दिए, थॉट्स मीन्स थिंकर्स. यहाँ पे अभी देखो, थॉट्स क्लासिकल स्कूल ऑफ थॉट ऑफ 18th सेंचुरी, मतलब 18th सेंचुरी में कौन कौन से इकोनॉमिस्ट आए थे, उन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूशन किया था इकोनॉमिक्स को, किसने अपना मेजर कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया था. तो एडम स्मिथ इज नोन एज father of economics. You have to keep it in mind. It may come for MCQ, it may come for true or false, so you have to keep in mind that Adam Smith is father of economics. Okay, then David Ricardo, he also gave contribution, then J.S. Mill, then T.R. Malthus, etc. So these were the economists who were the classical economists who had the traditional thought for the economics. Now neoclassical, neo means I said new, revival, classical school of thought of 19th and first half of the 20th century, Alfred Marshall, then A.C. Pygou, then Irving Fisher, etc. are the neoclassical school of thought of 19th and first half of 20th century. These all can come for the MCQs, so you have to learn these. Modern school of, modern now the current, okay, modern school of thought from 20th century till date, till today means J.M. Keynes, then Lionel Robbins, then Paul Samuelson, etc. These are the these are the examples of economists who all have contributed for the different eras. So first was of the 18th era, who all were there? Adam Smith, David Ricardo, J.S. Mill, T.R. Malthus has contributed. Then in 19th to 20th century, first half of 20th century, who has given contribution for economics? Alfred Marshall, Professor Alfred Marshall, who gave the welfare oriented economics definition, then A.C. Pygou, then Irving Fisher, etc. And the modern school of thought of economics is given by which is given from 20th century till today, till the date, is J.M. Keynes, then Lionel Robbins, then Paul Samuelson, etc. So this way we have talked about the definitions, different various definitions which are contributed by Adam Smith, Alfred Marshall and Lionel Robbins. So today's video lecture I'll wind up here. In my next lecture I'll come up with branches of economics and we will study branches of economics deeply. Till that period, bye bye, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you very much. God bless you all. सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए.